This is flight 746.
Hello everyone, this is a joint broadcast by Pass and Go Turkey. And today, I'm at Istanbul Airport, General Aviation Terminal, where we welcome celebrities, movie stars, VIP guests, you name it. Actually today, I'm going to welcome one of those celebrities, movie stars, and one hotel manager. I'll treat them some Turkish coffee, maybe some Turkish dessert, so that we can talk about their Istanbul and Türkiye memories. Buckle up, it's coming up now. Here we are at Istanbul Airport General Aviation Terminal, where we welcome movie stars, celebrities, VIP guests. And today actually I'm going to host one of them, famous actress, my dear friend, Meryem Uzerli. And also real German gentleman, expert in hotel management, Çırağan Kempinski Palace Hotel General Manager, Radtke. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having us.
So I'm so glad to see you at Istanbul Grand Airport.
We are very happy to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
So I'm so privileged to have you today.
Thank you, thank
Oh
you.
no, it's our honor to be here. It's
I'm also
beautiful.
privileged sitting
Oh
next to you.
no, I'm super privileged
Sure,
to sit
sure.
next to
Arda
you.
is very
I'm privileged to sit
No,
in
it's
front
my
of him.
privilege.
Yeah.
We are
All right?
privileged, okay?
So it's so nice to see you here.
Thank you.
I know you are both of you big Turkey and Istanbul lovers, big supporters of our country. So that's why I'm so excited to listen to your memories about Istanbul and Turkey. And I'm going to start right away with you, dear beautiful Meryem. First of all, how was your trip? Because you just landed from Germany.
Yeah,
like
it was
minutes ago.
amazing because you know Turkish Airlines, the company I was flying with, they have the best catering ever. I can't say anything to that. The food was amazing, the service was amazing. It was a beautiful trip. And then I watched a bit TV, and then I ate, and then I went to the toilet, and then I'm here.
Here you are, and
Here
you
I
took
am.
the easy way
Oh,
to the
yeah, there
VIP
was a
terminal with the
car.
VIP access.
Totally,
How was the
totally.
service?
The service was, I would say, perfection. Even in life, this is not possible. Perfection never exists, but it was, if perfection exists, that was a part of it, for sure. And it was so fast, the organization. I don't know how I came here, to be honest. I was a second ago in the plane, and now I'm sitting here.
But
in
you
this
look very
beautiful-
fresh, like just as if just you are out of spa.
Even if not, I know you love me still, right?
So, dear Meryem,
Yeah.
first of all, congratulations for your second baby.
Thank you so much.
So, my first question is about being a mom. So, how was the feeling of being a mom for second time?
Oh, actually, the second pregnancy, when I got informed that I'm the second time pregnant, I was luckily surprised by that, and I felt very thankful and grateful for that. And then I thought, oh wow, after so many years, again, wow, okay. And yeah, it's a lot of organization for sure with a second kid, because then there's another kid, and the Lara, the big one, she just started with school a year ago. So who brings her to school? Who looks after the baby at that time? And this and that. You know, it's a lot of organization as more kids as you have. And yeah, but it's beautiful. It's just the love is extending and getting bigger and bigger. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's a big gift. I'm very happy and blessed.
I can see it from your energy, actually.
Yeah.
You can really make it feel to the other side.
Yeah, it's the biggest. It's the biggest gift in life. It's craziness. You are creating a human being, of course, with God's help, for sure. Yeah, it's such a miracle. It's such a miracle.
So, Meryem,
Yeah.
we all know about your story, actually, but to remind to our audience and also to hear more about the details.
Yeah.
So could you tell us a little bit your background? Because I know that your father's side is Turkish, but
Yes.
mother's side is German.
Exactly.
You were grown up in Germany, but then you moved to Istanbul, Turkey for a long time. So could you tell us a little bit your background and how your Turkey journey started?
Okay, so the thing is, born and raised in Germany, and it's a little hometown called Kassel with 200,000 population, close to Frankfurt. And yeah, my mom is German, as you said, so right, and my dad is Turkish. So yeah, I grew up with two brothers and one sister, so we were 4 kids in the household. And then I started with 17, 18 years old my acting education in Hamburg, another city in Germany, more in the north. And then I moved to Berlin for my theater career because first of all I was more acting in theaters for around 10 years. And then a friend of mine, a colleague of mine actually, I was doing a theater play with. She told me there's a big production company in Turkey who are searching for characters for their new historical show.
Which is Magnificent Century.
Which is Magnificent Century, you are right. And I said, oh, my Turkish is kind of bad. I don't know if I can make it to the audition. But then she said, oh no, it's okay if your Turkish is not the best, you know, because the characters in that show, they do have an accent as well in the language, so you can just try your luck, and I did. So I was flying to Istanbul for the audition, and after 4 days, they informed me that I got the character, that I got the role, and I had actually a couple of days to move to Istanbul. So they said, okay, put your underwear and your toothbrush in the luggage and then you move to Turkey. For how long? We don't know. Oh, great, yeah, let's start this adventure. And so I came to Istanbul. And it was kind of overwhelming in the beginning. What a beautiful city, the Asian part, the European part. Collaborating and coming together and actually hugging each other, right? It's a historical city. It's a fascinating city, a city which never sleeps. You know, in Germany they once in a while sleep. Mostly in Kassel, the little hometown I'm from. They are sleeping a little bit longer there. Nothing to do over there sometimes, to be honest, but yeah, Istanbul never sleeps, and it was a kind of a very interesting, unique energy I was confronting with, yeah, ever since I'm going back and forth. Like, as my dad is Turkish, my mom is German, I can't say, you know, I feel home there or there, you know, it's both inside of me and both around me. And
our home is in our heart then, right?
Bravo, yeah, exactly, so, yeah. Really feeling blessed and...
So Meryem, I'm gonna go back to your Istanbul thing, you know, because you've been mentioning about good things about Istanbul. So I'll ask your favorite things regarding Istanbul, but I wanna ask the same question to Mr. Radtke, Çırağan Kempinski Palace General Manager. Ralph, could you tell us a little bit your backgrounds? How everything started in your career in terms of being in hotel management for a long time, because we all know you've been living in Turkey for a long time and you have such a huge experience in hotel management. How everything started in your career and also your Turkey story?
Actually very bad. It started actually very bad because my parents, they came from a very long-standing textile industrial family. So my dad always wanted me to work in the factory, but a part of the models, you know, who changed the beautiful girls, I was not interested to work there. So then my father said, okay, fine, what can we do with you? There are 2 possibilities. Either you go to the army, which actually was not my preference, or we do something, because I like to speak languages and I like to discover the world and so forth. So, and I said, okay, why don't we try hotel business? So that's the way how it started. So it turned out at the end of the day that that was really my my vocation, let's put it this way. And I did a little hotel school in Tegernsee, very close to Munich. And then I started to work because I was not somebody who was really keen about studying in university I found it really boring. I'm an action guy, and I don't want to go to the schools and universities, sit there to listen to some kind of a boring teacher. That was not really. That was really not my. I needed to go out in the world. I want to discover. I was curious, etc. So, and then I started to work in different companies as a waiter and so forth. Because for me, serving is an honor, because we give happiness to people. What better job can you have than make people happy for half an hour, 1 hour, 1 day, 2 days, whatever it is. So I worked in all in luxury hotels, because I combined my visit in the countries, because I had no money. My dad didn't want to give me one single penny. So I had to work. So I went from Paris to London to Venice, everywhere where I wanted to go, and always in luxury hotels. So then I was at the Ritz in Paris, for example. I was private secretary to Charlie Ritz, the owner of the Ritz, until he died in August '76. It makes me not very young.
When you were 5,
yeah.
then. You started in a really
I started
early
very early.
Yeah.
And then I worked my way up, and then at the end of the day, I was in 15 countries. I worked in 15 countries, nearly all continents except Australia. Okay, I was a little bit married more times because nobody could stand it with me. It's always, this jobs. I don't know, with Meryem, she's also running from one country to another, and then the films or whatever. Yeah. So
That's the difference here.
Yeah. Okay. I made this big mistake, but should not be repeated actually. And then yes, and it's difficult for people to go from one country for another. For me, it was like this, and then certainly I did my own company. I left as a senior vice president for Accor for Europe. I left this company to create my own company, and then the ex-president of Kempinski called me up one day and said, "Why don't you come back to the hotel business?" I said, "No, sorry. I'm fed up with this. The shoebox hotels don't need." Then he said to me, "Okay, well, no, it's not shoebox hotel. It's Çırağan Palace." No, I said, "Okay, let's have a look." I said, "It's always good to have an invitation anyhow, You don't need to pay." So I went to Istanbul, and then, the love story with Çırağan Palace is now nearly 10 years.
Wow,
that I'm
it has
in this
been
hotel.
10 years.
Yes, at the end of the year, I'm 50 years in this business. So around the world, half a
50.
century.
Not
Congratulations, that's
15.
amazing.
The magnificent century.
Yeah, actually,
Half a century, well,
yeah.
the magnificent half of the century, but okay. I will not live the whole century. What, you never know, Today we live longer.
Of course, no,
Definitely, you
it's
never
possible,
know.
yeah.
But I love the term that you said, love story, because Çırağan Palace is such a unique location.
It is.
It's apple of Istanbul's eye, I believe. It's right in the middle of Bosphorus.
And
Super
it is a
historical.
real palace.
Yes,
It's a real palace.
It's beautiful.
Other people,
What a
they try
location.
to invent a story. I don't need to invent a story. Çırağan has a story. I only want that my guests who come to Çırağan goes away from Çırağan more intelligent than they came. And that's the reason why we have to tell them the story about Çırağan and how Çırağan is linked to the history globally in Turkey. We are considered as the ambassador of Turkish hospitality. Every time I go to Brazil or whatever, if I say Çırağan Palace, they did, and also because of all the soap operas and all this kind of things. India, unbelievable.
So
Çırağan
Turkey
Palace.
is a big time soap opera exporters,
Yeah.
from Magnificent Century to many others. So that's why locations are very important for soap operas as well, which is actually promotes Turkey, promotes Istanbul, and Çırağan is one of the best places for that. So I want Meryem, let me ask you then. I'll go back to you, Ralph, but how about your favorite spots in Istanbul? Your neighborhoods?
Favorite spots in Istanbul. So I would say everything close to the water, because if you are in a city like this, you need to enjoy the view on the Bosphorus, and I like Bebek, for example. You can walk there very nicely. I like the Asian part of Istanbul as well. kind of a different energy over there, and you can take their boats to also from the European part as well to the islands like the Büyükada, Heybeliada.
Yes,
Büyükada.
we call them Prince Islands.
Yeah, Princess Islands. Yeah, so they are beautiful for sure. And they had these horse
rides.
Yeah, that was beautiful as well.
Horse carriages.
Yeah.
And also they do private horse ride tours as well. So
Yeah,
Prince
totally.
Island's my favorite spot as well, especially during spring and summer. And it's very close by, like 30 minutes.
Depends on the boat for sure.
Exactly.
I took one boat by
I don't know
mistake,
what kind
and
of
I
boat
was,
you
I
take,
guess,
guys.
no,
I take the regular one.
Actually, I swim.
Oh, that's amazing! Yeah, great.
Yeah. Much better. Yeah.
You are quite in good shape. That's the answer for that. So the thing is, I was by mistake taking once a boat. It took 3 hours. I don't know how I did that.
It was long time
but
ago
it was
then.
like a
long
really
time
big
ago.
tour. I think it was the Bosphorus tour. By
Bosphorus
mistake.
tour, but probably like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Meryem. But now we
Yeah,
have new
yeah,
boats
of course,
on the Bosphorus.
super.
You go directly.
Of course.
Prince Islands, very easy.
It's so
very natural. I love Prince
Yeah.
Islands. I love it. It's a great
so many
spot.
cats and dogs and
Exactly.
No
Exactly.
cars, actually.
Yeah, no cars.
cars.
But the police cars and the fireworks,
of course.
If anything
Ambulances,
happens, nobody
of
comes
course.
with a bike then.
It's a good choice. It's a good choice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So there are a lot of beautiful restaurants for sure in Istanbul.
What do you miss the most to do in Istanbul? To eat or to do like?
The most. The thing is, actually, I miss the most the energy and the friends I do have here, right? You know, it's all about the surrounding. It's about the energy you're surrounded by. It's not that I miss like something static or, you know, if I'm in Germany, you know, you can't replace an energy a specific city or specific people have in your surrounding. You just never ever are able to replace that. So this is what I miss the most: the people, the special energy, which I feel right away the moment I'm coming out of the plane, even by imagining it. You know, even my mindset knows now. Okay, I'm in Istanbul. Even if I'm still at the airport, I know. Okay, I'm here.
Before, also I want to
Yeah.
hear from you, Ralph. Where's your favorite neighborhood in Turkey?
You know,
in Istanbul.
I go to very simple places. I like Beşiktaş because it's so popular place. I like to go on the fish market because they're very clever, these guys, how they sell the fish. You can learn a lot on the market how people are selling. And because I'm a salesman, so I'm always inspired by all these people because they have also to live tomorrow. Yeah? They have to have a family and et cetera, et cetera. So they're clever guys. So I like to stroll around there. I like to go in an I cannot pronounce this area there, but there are all these antique shops there. It's near Taksim there, you know. There's all these antique shops and I
You
like.
mean Nişantaşı? No.
No.
in Beyoğlu district.
Yeah.
In Pera area.
Yeah.
Exactly. There are lots of antique
Beyoğlu.
shops.
And this is
yeah.
very
Nostalgic
interesting.
stores. You can buy, actually they call it vintage stores.
Yes, exactly. You know, there are things which, you know, vintage is very in. I mean,
Yeah.
also in Germany,
Yeah,
people
true.
go left and right and find this.
Unique pieces,
Even
yeah.
fashion companies are going to vintage shop to get ideas what they have
Inspired,
done
yeah.
50 years before.
Exactly.
You
So
know,
the Pera area, Beyoğlu area,
Yeah.
we call it İstiklal Street. That neighborhood is also super historical, and you can easily find those type of vintage stores.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I like to go there, honestly. I'm not okay, I go also to some areas of the Asian side. Again, on the water, I like to go to Pasabace. I tell you a little story. There's a marketplace, and actually I bought a little apartment there, a very little one, with a beautiful view, but I said, okay, fine, let's buy this thing. And I think I'm the only foreigner there. So
Possible.
there's a marketplace, etc., etc. And then there were all these old chaps sitting there, and the guy comes with this little tea on the trays. So this guy looked at me like this, me like this, hello, yeah, because my Turkish is very limited. And then I said to the guy, bring tea for everybody here on the place.
Wow.
So he bought
That's a very Turkish way, by the way.
about 30, 40,
Yeah, totally.
30, 40 tea
Yeah.
glasses. The guy. I think he
Wow.
made his day. The old guys were happy. They were sitting
So you
there.
treated obviously to the people in the market.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very generous, very
Exactly.
nice.
No,
Yeah,
No, I like to
beautiful.
go that, because I believe you cannot understand the country while always going to places where all the super rich and are going.
Excellent stories. But I want to continue with your favorite Turkish cuisine items. But before, I would like to treat you some Turkish coffee. How about that, please?
Perfect. Oh.
Thank you very much.
So I love Turkish coffee. I don't know how many times you drink, or if you drink at least. I do drink like 4 or 5 times a day.
Oh yeah, be careful with
yeah.
your heart.
Exactly.
But Turkish coffee, as you know,
That's strong, no?
strong.
Very
But
strong.
Turkish
It's a
coffee
strong
is
coffee.
one of the most healthiest coffee ever compared to some other coffees. So
Oh
3
yeah,
times, 4
I
times
heard
is
that
okay,
actually.
but
I
more
heard
than
that actually, yeah.
It might be dangerous. So
And look at the beautiful
yeah,
plate.
this is the way, the traditional way.
Wow.
Do you lose
Yeah.
a fortune afterwards?
Why not?
Why not?
I'm sure we all have beautiful fortune. So no need for a coffee cup.
We believe in God. God knows.
God knows.
God
Please
knows.
enjoy.
And we trust Him.
Happily, I have a low blood pressure. So I have a low
Actually, it's
blood.
good for you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Champagne is also good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because champagne is also good when you have a low blood pressure.
Yeah, I heard that.
I will follow your diet, all right? So,
Sounds amazing.
speaking of coffee, I would like to hear your favorite Turkish cuisine items. Raif, I would like to start with you. So,
Well-
what's your favorite item?
Well, actually, Turkey, this is always the same story. Turkey has so many different cuisines because the Turkish cuisine is actually a mixture of the countries which at the time were occupied by the Ottoman Empire. So you have Lebanese, you have Egyptian, etc., Syrian, and whatever you are. So this is actually a mixture. And then comes this kind of a local or regional touch. But if you ask me what I eat the most, it's certainly melemen.
Menemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had this recipe.
I love melemen because that is for me a typical Turkish dish which you cannot find nowhere. In Germany, I don't think.
Yeah, I
except
haven't
maybe in
seen
Turkish
anywhere
families,
else
but
in the
otherwise-
world
Oh,
either.
yeah, but yeah, not in that way. No,
it has
no.
fresh
It's a very
tomato,
specific thing.
eggs, some herbs, some green pepper, which is very healthy, full
True.
of protein, full of vegetables. It's excellent choice though.
Yeah, and you can even put a little, okay, that's not really Turkish, but you can put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top of it, and then you put it in the salamander.
Oh, that's a
And
good idea.
it's also an
Never
interesting
tried
thing.
that.
And then
I'll try that recipe.
nice country bread, you know, the dark country bread.
Wow,
Oh.
that's a good recipe. Wow. So you love Turkish cuisine then?
Yes. You can see.
You look excellent. You look
No, you're
excellent.
swimming to Büyükada. That's
Exactly.
the
You're
island.
swimming to Büyükada, so
Yeah.
you gotta eat. You gotta get
You
those
gotta,
proteins.
you need power
Yeah, but
for
we
that.
had the pandemic, so I could not swim.
Later then. So how about you, Meryem?
So one of my favorite dishes is karnıyarık. It's like with the eggplants and
With some meat
yeah,
inside.
Exactly. Of course, you can also replace the meat with Beyond Meat, because when it comes to meat, the future is Beyond Meat. But so sometimes I tried it with that. But karnıyarık, everything actually, all the dishes which are with yogurt mixed, like ispanak, and then it's spinach, as you know, like with yogurt, karnıyarık with yogurt, yaprak dolması with yogurt, biber dolması, kabak dolması with yogurt.
So you have been counting all those healthy items. So
Oh, yeah, but
when you're
they're
gonna
very-
come to baklava?
So baklava, now it's the dessert time, you know what I mean? So baklava is one, and sütlaç, like the milk rice, the milk pudding. Sütlaç, the traditional Turkish dessert, and
They put it in carousels and they burn the top side.
Never ever ate it anywhere in the world as delicious as here. It's incredible. It's so nice. Like the sütlaç, the milk rice, the milk pudding, muhallebi, very interesting as well. I ate it when I was a kid and also still eating it. And yeah, baklava, for sure. When we are coming to the Çırağan Kempinski hotel again, the gluten-free baklava. I was so desperate. I had a press conference years ago, and I was sitting on my hotel room, and I thought, oh, everybody's eating baklava, but nobody has gluten-free baklava, you know? And I was so desperate. And then somebody told me they have in the Çırağan Palace. And I was like, oh my God, what can I do?
Why?
So I called them and said, you have gluten-free baklava. And not a long time later, I was laying down in my bed with a big package of gluten-free baklava from the Çırağan Palace, and I was in heaven.
But we should accept.
I love Ralph. You know what I mean?
Because of the baklava.
There are many other
And
reasons.
because you are swimming.
There are
towards
many other
it.
reasons.
That is
I know
very
you for a long time.
impressive.
Then Meryem, she will discover those reasons too.
If you
So-
want to conquer the heart of Meryem, you know what you have to do. There are two things. Gluten-free baklava, or you buy for the birthday a cow, because she's a lot of yogurt and a lot of milk. So you better buy
Either
a bit in the
baklava or
garden.
either a cow.
A cow in the garden. That is a very creative.
To conquer the
present,
heart
I
of
would say.
Meryem. So, but we should accept the fact that maybe you must have the best baklava in Istanbul, but overall in Turkey, the best baklava is in Gaziantep. Which is-
Never been
there are
there,
two people.
never
There are
been
two
there.
people in my place. They come from Gaziantep.
But we
We
should
have-
maybe all together go to Gaziantep.
That's the
Yes.
next invitation, right?
Okay, it's my next invitation.
Next question,
Oh, yes.
why we
I
are
never
here?
went there.
Arda asked. We are there,
Yeah.
right? Like here.
But we are
what
on
we
the
are
airport.
doing here? Because Arda asked.
Thank you guys. But as I said,
Gaziantep.
my second invitation to Antep, which is, I call
Oh.
it the kitchen of Turkey.
Oh yeah.
So gastronomical capital of Turkey, which is famous
Wow.
for its baklava, pistachio as well. So
I'm
you should
very, very-
definitely go there and try baklava
Oh, I
there, and
see,
I'm
I
sure
see.
you can find a gluten-free over
I
there
never
too.
went there.
No, me
Oh,
too.
it's
No,
beautiful.
never.
It's famous
Never
for
been
its
there.
cuisine and also
But-
for historical size as well.
I'm super interested to go to Cappadocia once. I know it's like very touristic.
Yeah, that's my next
place,
question.
but-
I was going to ask you for your favorite other destinations in
yeah.
Turkey.
Okay.
Meryem, so you said Cappadocia, please.
Yeah, the thing is, never been there,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, but I would love to go. I think it's a very unique atmosphere. When I see pictures of that area, it's so beautiful, it's so impressive. I was in Bodrum, very unique, nice places as well, very close to the nature. And I was at the Black Sea shooting a movie there.
Kovan, which
Sorry. Yes.
which was recently
Kovan.
on Netflix.
Yeah, it's sold to Netflix worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful nature movie.
What city you were in?
Art movie. It was Majael.
Is in Artvin then.
Yeah.
So Artvin is famous for its bees and honey, of course.
And Meneme? No, Meneme not. Mıhlama.
Mıhlama.
Mıhlama.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
confused about Meneme.
Mıhlama is made of cheese
Mıhlama.
and it's
So you
with some
it's like
olive oil.
You take bread
butter.
and then you are really taking the cheese out.
Exactly.
and it's
Mıhlama
like-
is a very famous local cuisine item
Oh,
from
I ate
Black
it
Sea region.
I've never
so
eaten
much.
this one.
I ate it so much.
They melt the cheese, they put lots of butter, some flour,
Because
then
I'm
they mix
addicted
it
to
all
cheese
together and
as
melt
well.
it.
A lot of calories.
Unbelievable.
You will love it.
Oh, yeah, I was not thinking
So
about
then
that.
your other favorite
Better.
region is Black Sea after Mediterranean part of Turkey, I hear.
So yeah, of course, Istanbul, Bodrum, the Black Sea. Of course, not the whole Black Sea, but I was able to see a part of it. Then I was in Antalya for the Jennifer Lopez concert. I'm her biggest fan. I want the world to know that.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I love her so much. I'm not a fan of anybody, but
Jennifer.
yeah, and of course Ralph.
So you love Jennifer Lopez, but
I
believe or
love
not,
her.
he has many pictures with many celebrities, including Jennifer Lopez. If you go to the hotel, on the aisle you will see his pictures with the president, kings, queens, artists, soccer players, singers, everyone, and also with someone else. I'm going to show you very quick on my phone.
Okay.
Little surprise.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what you're going to say.
Yeah, I need
It's
it.
coming
I
up.
need it. My
Meryem,
personality
here
needs
you
it. Oh God! Oh, let me remember that day.
Please. I think it was in 2015.
Yeah, it's 2015.
Oh God!
It was
yeah.
2015, and then actually there was a commentary. They said on her on her Instagram account, I saw it. There was written on, one of her fans said, "Is this the new husband?" Unfortunately, unfortunately, it was not me, but it was so funny because I had these flowers. And it was like some kind of interesting picture.
It was
Yes,
the
it's
wedding.
on my
It
wall.
was the wedding. The only one in my life.
It's
With
on
you,
my
Ralph.
wall.
So you see, we love Jennifer Lopez, but he's also a celebrity. As much as Jennifer, as much as you.
Oh yeah, of course.
No,
Of
I'm
course he is.
always-
His personality
Everybody
is.
actually was getting picture with him. He was not getting picture with them.
I believe.
No, but sometimes it's true. Some people say, "Who's this guy next to you?"
Of course, you have an aura, you have a light.
But-
you know, look at you.
But no,
I
but
believe
it's-
that.
No, but I'm actually humble guy. You know, I'm an extroverted, normal guy, but I'm a humble one. But you know
Yeah.
what the thing is, when people come to Çırağan, we have a mixture of all this nationalities. So I want to have Lebanese, I want to have Indians, and some of them, you know, in the pictures you don't know who it is. But when you are in India, this is maybe one of the biggest Bollywood
Of course,
stars
how can you know?
can have.
Yeah, of course,
Exactly,
Jennifer Lopez,
exactly.
everybody
Yes.
knows, right?
Exactly.
But
You,
know,
for
when it
example,
comes to-
everybody
no,
knows.
No, no,
Uh,
no.
But I mean,
Foreign, like yeah,
some
yeah,
kind
I
of a
got it, yeah.
politician, for
Yeah,
example.
Sure, sure.
Wow. So
Yeah.
how about you, Raf? So what's your favorite city in Turkey after Istanbul? Have you had the chance to travel?
Yes, actually, yes, but there are destinations like Meryem said where I never went, like for example, Cappadocia. I heard about this cave hotels with the balloon. For sure, I
Yeah,
already went with the
exactly.
balloon up. Yeah, in Kenya I went with the balloon up, etc. But this is very special because this is a unique in the world. A unique this stone
Yeah,
cathedral
exactly.
there.
So
The
unique.
volcanic area.
Yes.
All those are made of
Really, really.
old volcanic pieces.
This one
so-
I would like to see. Then I like also, excuse my pronunciation, Pamukkale.
Yes, correct.
Yes, Pamukkale. I think it's very nice. It reminds me a little bit of this Asian rice fields in Vietnam. I don't know why, but these are like plateaus. You have to look at this. This is really unique also. Huh? It is absolutely incredible with this blue water there inside.
Yes,
I don't
they
know.
have spring water.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is unbelievable thing. You have, definitely you have to go there. There are also destinations in Turkey which people
Undiscovered.
don't
Yeah,
see so
exactly.
much. And I think the interest is in such a country where we have everything. We have the mountains, we have the beach, we have the forest, we have everything. Plus the world famous Turkish hospitality, which we should not underestimate in relation to other countries, which I'm not going to tell now. Eh bien, so,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there are other destinations which are completely in the shadow and with beautiful landscapes, etc., etc. I think it's worthwhile.
Yeah.
You know, now there's a development in Alaçatı also, all this coast, the Çeşme, beautiful for the people who make the windsurf and this kind of stuff. Huh?
So, Raf, speaking of development, how do you see Turkey's development progress in terms of tourism development? Because you've been living in Turkey for a long time, you're a
Yeah.
tourism expert, I called you tourism guru. So how do you...
Tourism guru.
Tourism
That's
guru,
amazing.
exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you see our progress, Turkey's progress in terms of tourism developments during those years?
Well, you know, Turkey, you see the figures, how Turkey exploded actually in terms of tourism, which also brings some inconveniences for sure. It is always the same story. There has to be, tourists has to be also disciplined, by the way. Yeah? Well, the last years were not so brilliant because everywhere in the world nobody could travel. But I think globally, especially because Turkish Airlines, I think Turkish Airlines is a great company. And they fly to destinations where nobody else is going to fly. And independent of the service, which Meryem already talked about, it is, they're always there when you need them. And that's also important because I have to change from time to time my flights and this and this and that. So you find always somebody corresponding and help us. And the films they do also to promote the tourism We are lucky to be part of most of them, by the way. So they are really, really nice, and they show really Turkish. Have you seen this film where they go under the water there, and there's some mysterious
the Turkish,
things
Airlines
under the
movies are
water,
amazing.
you know?
Incredible. I saw it. And also these agents.
Yes,
you
exactly.
know, yeah, it's amazing.
You know, so
They-
there's a rich culture,
Yeah.
and I think tourism will always play a big role in Turkey. You know, because you have this history, 3 empires, you the Romans here, Byzantines, the Ottomans. I mean, there's a long story to tell.
Sultans.
Sultans, yeah,
I
sultans.
was just playing her, okay?
So
I'm just Meryem here. But thank you for the honor.
Meryem la Magnifique.
Ralph le Magnifique.
So speaking of magnificent century, Meryem, I would like to hear about your agenda. What's coming up about your work?
About my work, yeah. I was thinking now the private questions are coming. Okay, not good. So the thing is that I'm preparing a project right now. It's for a streaming service, but I'm not allowed to say more. It's a very exciting and beautiful project. So I actually will be here with the whole family for a couple of months. So
that's a
it's-
good news.
Yeah,
You'll be in Turkey
yeah,
with us.
Yeah, totally. Actually, I'm always here. You know, it's not that I'm only here
But you
for,
back and
for
forth
work.
very often.
Of course, it's like going back and forth for sure. If I'm in Turkey, I sometimes miss Germany. If I'm Germany, I miss Turkey. So I wish they would be more close to. But they're actually with Turkish Airlines. They are 2.5 hours a flight. You know, it was like that. And now with a beautiful VIP lounge.
Exactly.
It's
That's
even more
Iga.
fast.
That's Iga Lounge.
What a beautiful airport, by the way, the new one.
I'm so glad to hear.
Yeah.
So glad to hear.
Totally.
It's very new. It's very convenient.
It's super-
modern.
Yeah. It's really nice, pretty nice. But back on track. So the thing is that I'm preparing that project right now. So it's actually kind of a preparation week. I'm coming right now. I'm having kind of some meetings here and shooting a magazine and this and that. And one of my best friends, Martin, he's an incredible painter in Germany. I know him since I'm 7 years old. He's landing tomorrow.
Wow.
And I'm so excited to show him a bit of Istanbul because he never was here, never been here. And yeah, he's such an artist. I hope he will like it, and I'm super sure he will, you know. For an artist, the heart only can jump when you're in a country like Turkey or especially in a city like Istanbul. So yeah, that's the nearest future plan for now, like the streaming platform service show, and it's a very nice topic, very full of surprises, and the character I will play is super powerful and strong and has a lot of psychologically depth, which is very important for me, and you know, I can put my inside animal outside.
Wow.
Yeah, with a bit of baklava power, right? Just sending always the messages that the package is not forgotten later.
So you're a great actress. I know these type of roles are not easy, but
Thank you.
also you love challenges. So
I love challenges. I also need always a bit of fear inside of me before I do something. If I'm not scared, then I'm not becoming as creative as I want to. And you know, actually, normally I don't like fear or being scared as a human being. We all do, and it's not a feeling which is very pleasant, right? So, but when it comes to my work, I love a little bit of fear always. I always like to be a bit of scared of the challenge, of what is in front of me, because then I'm starting to really move, you know, then my system starts to shake, then I'm really becoming the animal I want to become. Yeah, this is definitely a project like that.
very great to hear. So
Thank
it looks
you.
like the rest of 2021 is going to be very busy for you, Meryem.
Oh, it will, but also, of course, as we are private friends as well, and also always exchange pictures on WhatsApp. You always see me with the kids, so I think I have a good balance in that, because after this Turkey trip, because I traveled without them, I will be 24 hours at home only with the kids, you know. It's like I try to balance that out. I like actually the mix of that. you know, going outside in the world.
Nice,
I'm a
yeah.
traveler.
That-
I'm a traveler. It's like I love to explore countries, cultures, and I'm so happy to feel, I'm so grateful that I'm able to do that with my job.
Yeah.
You know?
What a good explanation, Meryem.
Yeah,
So, dear Meryem, dear Ralph,
yeah.
it was my pleasure hosting you at IGA Lounge at General Aviation Terminal
Thank
at
you.
Istanbul Ghent
Thank you
Airport.
so much.
So we can talk hours and hours, I'm sure. So
yeah,
we'll
but
meet
you will
again.
not do that, right?
We'll do it later on. We will do it later on. So thank you very much for your coming. It was really my pleasure hosting
Thank you.
So great stories, great memories. I'm so glad to see that you are really big time supporter and lover of Turkey and Istanbul. We'll be continuing about all these topics again. I want to hear about more. Maybe another episode. Maybe in private.
Maybe in Cappadocia.
Maybe in
Or in
Cappadocia.
Gaziantep, because
Maybe
we
in
had already
Gaziantep.
an invitation to Gaziantep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Let's
for
go.
sure.
Let's go. I'm
Let's
sure.
go.
All right.
Okay.
So thank you
There's
very much.
the ticket account actually.
We are
Since
at
we
the
are at the
my
airport
luggage,
already.
yeah, my luggage is
Listen,
ready.
we don't have to leave actually from the airport. We can just take the first flight and go wherever you
Yeah,
want. You
of
pick.
course.
All right.
Think
Here's
about
my
it.
treat.
Isn't
you
that
pick.
but isn't that a great idea for a show? Something like that, you know?
Why not?
You
Why not?
invite like one or
Oh,
two
they
people.
didn't mention
to,
the rest of the show. You go.
No.
No luggages?
That's actually an amazing idea for a show. You know, you invite one or two people to the airport. They have no idea, you know, and somebody is putting their luggage together and they're sitting here and then, okay, on the plane and they have no idea till they land.
And they say,
That would be
I'm
so
sorry, I can't come
amazing.
because I didn't
What a
get
great
it."
show, no?
And you don't know where you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to be a guest of that for
Sure.
sure. Arda, if you
Yeah,
don't
me
call
too,
me,
Pleasure. My pleasure. Wherever you
if
want.
you don't
Me
call
too,
me for
please, me
that,
too.
yeah.
Thank you very much. So that's all for the week. Please follow us on IGA Pass and Go Turkey YouTube and Instagram accounts for the new episodes and for the new guests. Hope to see you soon.